Oh, Luca, did you want to talk about GarageBand? Hey everyone, today we are here to talk about the m-vave Chocolate, and this was going to be like one video and then it was going to be another video, so it's actually become a quick lesson on how to set that m-vave Chocolate to control GarageBand with your feet. I have figured out how to set this up in such a way that it can kind of see it as another keyboard. So originally what this video was going to be about, and if I replied to you in a comment about doing this with the GX100, I was originally going to make this dedicated looper control for the Boss GX100. But unfortunately, of all the different things that the GX will see in terms of MIDI, looper control isn't one of them. I reached out to Boss and they said it has something to do with timing, and I don't think that that's the case, but whatever, I'll take their word for it. But what I did manage to figure out was how to make this act as a keyboard and set up this with a couple of specific keystrokes for each one of these buttons to give you some control over GarageBand, because GarageBand has limited function as far as what you can actually send for MIDI information. But what it does like is keyboard shortcuts. I figured out how to send a couple of particular keyboard shortcuts, and you can spend some time on your own figuring out which ones are best for you, but this is where I got started, and what seemed to work best for me was select previous track and select next track. That way I could go up and down within my project and go from like a drum track to a bass track to a keyboard track to some guitar tracks. Recording, to start your recording, so obviously with your feet you can start or stop the actual recording process, and then also playback. What we're going to do is turn this thing on, and it is already paired to my computer, but what I'll also do is pair it up with my phone so that I can show you exactly how to do this. So as of right now, you can see I don't have foot control selected on my Mac, and if I scan the nearby devices on my phone, I can grab it. And then the selection that we want is this custom keyboard mode. These commands down at the bottom, each one of these buttons represents a switch on the m-vave. So from left to right, I have programmed the first button to be R, the second one to be space, which will be record for R, space for playback, and then the next one will be arrow up and arrow down, and that's in custom keyboard mode. Now, if you've figured out how to do more, if you've figured out how to make GarageBand see more, then great, let me know in a comment below, because I'd love to figure out some more stuff to do with this. You can do different things, like if we were to make the space bar K, that would turn off the click. What I like to do is I use the click at first, and then I just reach over to the keyboard and turn it off once I kind of have my loops going. Now that I've got it set up like that, real easy. You tap any one of the buttons, and you can rearrange it anyway. Like it could make the first button the arrow up, and then make this one record, and keep them kind of spaced out more. So up is A, and then down would be here through your selections, and then you would keep stuff in the middle. I have it set up in such a way that I like it this way, and I've kind of gotten my feet used to it now. So I'm going to go ahead and make it this way, and now we can go over to GarageBand. What I'll do now is quickly just turn off the Bluetooth on my phone. The m-vave Chocolate just pairs up quickly and easily. So these are the options that you have, and you can always Google that if you want to just see what some of the other options are. There's no way to actually get a command or a shift in there. From what I've seen, it's only going to take your single letter or keystroke options as commands. So once we start up a session of GarageBand, go down through my tracks by selecting the button that I have assigned to down arrow, and I can go up through my tracks this way. I've spared you guys from having to watch me create a drum track, and I have created a little bass track right there too. Real simple, real easy. Some things to remember as I'm sitting here passing on knowledge. You do have to mouse into GarageBand. You can't like mouse over to something else, some other program, and expect this to just automatically work with GarageBand in this setup. Remember, this is now a keyboard that your computer's seeing, and we're going to just be able to use it to do a few limited things, like I said. And in fact, What I've done here is I have kind of a dirty sound in my McLaughlin suite and then a cleaner sound set up here. I can now also within McLaughlin suite select patches, go up and down within a particular batch of presets that I have selected. This key up and down. It's just basically going to act as an up and down for any one of your menus that you're looking at.